Good afternoon or good morning, wherever in the world you are. I am getting in touch to say happy birthday. As you may well know, today, December the 3rd, is the 30th anniversary of the founding of Karma. It really does seem quite amazing to me that it was 30 years ago that we washed up on the beaches of Goa and we started our operations. In a way it seems like 1 second ago, and in a way it seems that so much has happened over those 30 years. I'm now in Bali. We're going to have quite a few drinks to celebrate. Nothing too elaborate, more contemplative, I think, rather than having a wild party. But it's been an amazing journey. A lot of amazing things have happened over that time. And the thing I want to start off by doing is thanking you, thanking so many people that listen to this or watch me. It may be members, it may be people that have been with us for 29 years or even 30 years virtually. Maybe people that have just joined recently as members. It may be members of staff, current, past, or even future watching this. It may be people we work with in the industry or in other industries, but none of this journey would be possible without the help, the support, the enthusiasm, the encouragement, the hard work, the loyalty of all the people around me and around us as a family, Karma. So thank you so much for your dedication and for making this journey happen. And the first 30 years, as I've been saying, not necessarily 30 years, but the beginning of our journey. Let me tell you a little bit about what's happening around the Karma world, because a tremendous amount of things are happening. Here in Bali, tomorrow, we're about to cut the ribbon on our newest development, the Mentari Residences, which is at the back of Kandara, on a beautiful location with fantastic views. Mentari means sun in Indonesian, and it's very, very, very relevant because it's a beautiful sunny location with amazing views. It's 34 magnificent apartments, and I'm very proud of that addition to our family. It also has a speakeasy bar, which I quite like, in a secret location, which you'll have to spot clues to identify where it is. Elsewhere here, we are redoing our beach clubs, as you know, and we are redoing the restaurant and doing a new one called Warung Pantai, which means the beach shack or the beach restaurant, and that will be open in about 3 months. We're commencing that at the moment. I think that'll be a great addition. And also at the top, we are doing the temple lounge and upgrading that and making it a better facility. And now, of course, we start on what we tentatively called phase 6, which is the next development of about 80 units and villas and restaurants and pools. So now that Mentari is complete and will be open tomorrow, we start on the next bit of construction. It's a never-ending cycle of construction in our universe. Elsewhere in Bali, we are drawing up plans for what we call the Stiff Chili land, where we'll start commencing our development soon, and also the land which we acquired out near Candidata. As you know, we have a beautiful resort there, and we bought a very, very attractive piece of land just down the road from it, and we'll start the development of that shortly in the new year. And over in the Karma Reef in the Gili Islands, which is probably the last of our resorts that we haven't opened since COVID, our plan is to totally overhaul it, upgrade it, renovate it, and look at how we can enlarge that, because we own quite a large piece of land there. We have about 50,000 square meters, and Gili Meno is really taking off, I think, and the Gili Islands, I think, are going to be a very robust location. So expect to see a lot happening there. In Asia, we've been very busy. I've been spending a lot of time on the road going around our areas. As you may know, Boat Lagoon is doing hugely well. The occupancy is virtually 100% the whole time, and we've acquired some extra units there so that more members and clients can come and stay at what I think is a great resort, and I think it's a great gateway to that whole bay in front of Phuket, where you have the James Bond Islands and those beautiful little rocky outposts, and you can get over to Krabi and do snorkeling or diving or fishing or just lying on a beach with a cold beer, whatever you want to do. So Thailand's very firmly in our radar. I'm very keen to get more resorts in Thailand, and so we're looking at a number of locations. Up the road, so to speak, in Vietnam, very pleased to announce that we have re-signed our original resort. As you may know, during COVID there were some complications, and we no longer operated it. We acquired a resort after COVID, and we are very excited to say that after a lot of discussions and negotiations, we've reacquired our old resort. So we now have 2 resorts in Hoi An with a total of almost 50 units, I think. The original resort will be open early in January, and we plan on totally renovating, redecorating it, doing it up shortly afterwards. And so I think Hoi An's a great place. I was there a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's tremendously exciting. The food is fantastic, the culture's amazing. So we anticipate doing a lot more in Vietnam, and I'm very pleased that we've now got 2 resorts there, so we've got more capacity. Down in Australia, we continue with our pre-development plans on Margaret River. We're currently working with our fire assessment risks and the various regulatory things because we are surrounded by state forest, but that's going to be moving ahead. And we're very keen to try and acquire something on the east coast. So for those of you from New South Wales or Victoria that have said over the years we're not really looking over there, well, we are, and that is what I'd very much like to see, a new resort on the east coast of Australia. And we have some other options for accommodation for our members over there as well, which I'll be talking about soon over the next few weeks. So I think for our Australians who have quite rightly said that we've been slow to get inventory there since COVID, I think we're coming up with some good solutions. So please bear with us. It's not for want of trying. Elsewhere in the world, in Palawan in Philippines, we continue to go through the process of the regulatory authorities so that we can start commencing our resort there. And in Sri Lanka, we have the plans now for our property there, and we'll be finessing them and hoping probably in the first or second quarter this year to open in Sri Lanka. In India, obviously just north of that, our expansion there really never stops. In Goa, we are about to commence a total redevelopment of Lagoon Beach Club, one of our very first resorts, which will see it totally redesigned, overhauled, refurnished and reconfigured. And we also, as you may know, have the land next door, which we now have full permits on to start construction. So expect to see lots of more things happening in Goa. And at Hati Mahal, for those of you that know the property, we're continuing to upgrade all of the units, and it won't be long till all of the property is upgraded to what I think is an exceptionally high standard. In North India, we are now in Manali, Karma Utopia, which has started off tremendously well. I'm looking forward to going there. I haven't been there yet. I'm very looking forward to seeing the Himalayas, and we're looking at a lot more up in the Himalaya North India region. So again, expect to see more. And of course, our admin corporate functional office in Bangalore is now going full steam ahead. We have a large number of people working for us there, and we've been tremendously pleased with Bangalore, with the quality of the staff, with the efficiency of the city, with the everything that goes around with it. I think it's a tremendous city that's going to get better and better and better over the years, and we very much see that as our core base for a lot of the work that we do in the company. In Europe, in Italy, we've just signed off on plans to redevelop, or refurbish, I should say, the inventory to a much higher standard. I think the resort Borgo de Colleoli is beautiful, and with the new furniture package we're putting in, it'll be a truly wonderful Karma resort. And the same is true in Germany, where, as you know, we've been upgrading all the units, and we soon will be virtually finished all of them early in the new year. We have a plan to make sure that speeds up as swiftly as possible, and we're looking at some solutions there for improving the staff accommodation, which I think badly needs some work. Carcassonne in France, as you know, we've been working with UCLA, the University College of Los Angeles, and I've been speaking and teaching there to the architecture students, and we are planning on taking the top floor of Carcassonne, for those of you that know it, and creating another 8 units, also redeveloping the building down by the pool, and in the gardens putting some glamping units, temporary structure, tree houses, yurts, all sorts of funky stuff for the summer months. And so Carcassonne has been a tremendous success, and I think that us building more there will make it even better. And over in England, Salford Hall, for those of you that know it, we are going to be upgrading the rooms over the winter months. It's open, but we'll be taking rooms offline and upgrading them, and also putting more sports amenities in the gardens. We're currently debating whether it's a paddle tennis court or a pickleball court. I think in America, pickleball is the most popular, and in Europe it's paddle, but we will be putting one of them in anyway, as well as some other sporting things, and looking in the future at getting a swimming pool in there and increasing the leisure activities over there. In Egypt, as you know, probably, we opened in Sharm el Sheikh relatively recently, and that's a beautiful location. I personally went there and really fell in love with it. The sea is magnificent, and there's great snorkeling, scuba diving and fishing and whatever. So that's now open, and a lot of people are combining a trip on our boat, which we are refurbishing bit by bit at the moment, and seeing the temples and the Valley of the Kings and Tutankhamun's tomb and all that kind of stuff on the Nile, combining that with a trip to Sharm el-Sheikh, where you can relax on the beach and get the dust off you from the Valley of the Kings and tomb bashing or whatever it is, or indeed do the reverse, start off with a relaxing few days in Sharm and then go on the boat. And so that was a lot of our intention about the resort, to provide it more of a two-center holiday. So please consider that if you're going to that part of the world. And as I say to everyone, I think the trip down the Nile and seeing these temples and tombs really is a must-see for everyone. It should be a bucket list thing, so please take advantage of that. Elsewhere, as you know, we've been running our what we call Karma curated events, which are very popular. Most of them get booked out straight away, so if you see one you like, please try and grab it, because we do get very popular demand and a lot of requests for that. Our intention is to increase that a lot and to have many, many more curated events, not only at our resorts, but at other locations where we don't have a resort, where we can set up a weekend event with a friend who has a resort or some other similar arrangement, so our clients can go elsewhere rather than just a Karma resort. And related to that, what we're also doing is very eagerly setting up a association with other clubs around the world, whether it be social clubs, whether it be holiday clubs, whether it be golf clubs, whether it be polo clubs or cricket clubs or whatever, whereby their members get access to our facilities when they wish, and our members get access to theirs. And so we're particularly going to do this in areas where we don't necessarily have properties. So it might be cities like London, it might be cities like Mumbai or New York, or areas or parts of the world where we don't currently have inventory. Our hope is to build a portfolio of relationships so that our members can experience the benefits of these clubs in those places, and vice versa, that we can talk to a new audience of people in parts of the world where we're not currently, that may wish to talk about our products and our properties. So I think that'll be a win-win for all parties. So overall, very exciting. I mean, I look back on the last 30 years with immense pride, with immense satisfaction. It's been a fantastic journey. Our growth continues to accelerate. My appetite to do things, it continues to accelerate. I think we've developed a fantastic family, both internally within our company and with our members, and externally. And I think it bodes extremely well for a very, 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 very bright future. I'd like to say another 30 years. I hope my wrinkles won't be too much worse then. Well, it will be a lot worse then anyway. But anyway, I certainly intend on doing nothing else but continuing doing what I love and adore, which is run Karma and try and provide fantastic experiences for our members and work with an amazing bunch of people within the Karma family. So clearly, for a toast, it's an obvious toast. I mean, struggling to choose what wine. I mean, to toast your 30th, there are so many wines I'll do, but I've chosen a Pinot Noir. It's a Californian Pinot Noir, so New World, chilled. I'd like to say it's chilled deliberately, but that's because I had a few glasses last night and I kept it in the fridge. But anyway, so it's warmed up nicely whilst I've been speaking to you. So it's a toast. It's a toast to you. It's a toast to the people that have made us successful, that has made us Karma what we are. It's a toast to the members of staff, past, present and future. It's a toast to our members. It's a toast to my colleagues. It's a toast to everyone that's given us this remarkable journey. And it's a toast to Karma, the Karma family. Here's the next 30 years. Yeah, it tastes better in the morning.